Okay, what I'm going to talk about real quick here is people always want to set their float level because they're puking fuel out their vent tubes and you don't know how to set it. So you need to have your carburetor at least upside down, either off the engine, or if you got a tube that can allow you to rotate it up, you need to rotate it up. We're going to set this control arm right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a millimeter stick and you're going to set it right on that edge so it's flat, and you're going to move the millimeter stick over, and what we want to look at is see if this arm right at the top is at about 10.5 millimeters. So here's our millimeter stick, here's the top of our arm. This arm should be 10.5 millimeters up. If it is not, you're going to take this little tab and you're going to either bend it up or bend it down a little bit so it changes this level of this float here. And once you do this side, you're going to rotate it around and do this side just to make sure this thing is not twisted and tweaked around. So that's your tip of the day. Second, when you all are putting new diaphragms on your pistons, you need to make sure that this little tab fits in this little corresponding slot here. So when this goes on, this lines up to that tab, and that's before you drop this on and screw that down. That's a must, because when you do this, when you put this back on your carburetor and you drop your slide in place, the tab on the outside of this valve will fit into a corresponding tab on this edge. Both of these tabs, both the inner one and the outer one, must line up with those holes. That is what lines up your carburetor slide inside the throat of your carburetor. So those must be lined up.